Okay, Andy. Good morning, everyone. How many of you done this assignments yesterday, Andy? Raise your hand. Raise your hands correctly. Right. How many of you getting procedure created with compilation error, especially for out parameter, the error will come? Yes or no? Generally, the out parameter, the issue will come. The reason here, column names are available. Here, column names are available. You have to take the column names correctly. If you don't take that column names correctly, procedure created with compilation error will come. If you take that column names correctly, error will not come. Correct? That you have to take care. When you're running the procedure, if you are getting created with the compilation error, you have to cross check the spellings and the column names, any column names you are using in your out parameter procedure, you have to cross check that column names correctly. Then only you can come out of it. Right? Okay. Right. Now. Anyway, tomorrow Saturday, no, right? Tomorrow can I write the solutions then? Right. Today, can I complete one concept as transaction management? Right. Sorry, one more program is there, no? Functions. Can I write functions? Right. Okay. Tomorrow I'll write the solution. Saturday. Okay, right. So let me start with one function. I written two programs to you with a diagram available to you already. The two diagrams, one for out parameter, one for in parameter. First one in parameter, second one out parameter we had. Okay, right. Example application anyway, demonstrating function. Demonstrating function. So demonstrating function. Step one, construct function. Construct function to retrieve balance of n, balance of a customer based on account number. Construct function to retrieve balance of a customer based on account number. Based on account number. Based on account number. So already the tables are there with us. Right. Now, based on this account number, we are going to retrieve the balance. Function means return type. No, I'm going to write the return type function. Anyway, that's a target. Now, take function structure. Take this function structure here. This is function. Copy that function structure here. Now create or replace function. Take one function name. This is user defined name. RETRIEV. Retrieve balance. Retrieve balance 41. Always I'm adding one number. Retrieve 40. So retrieve balance 41. Okay, right. We have to retrieve balance based on account number. So your parameter is 1 because based on one account number. So here account number, a number I am writing, account number I am writing. Now here based on account number is a number. You have to write the data type always. Account number is a number. Okay, right. Where? Spelling mistake? Okay, fine. I forget it. Now, it's okay. Okay, right. See there. Now, a number, nothing but account number. Okay, right. So, number. I'm not touching this. You have to wait it. Right. Look here. Write the query here. Query means select. Select followed by column names. Be careful who are getting errors. Column names will be there. So select balance. Column name. You have to take the balance. Column name. Select balance. 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 Column name. Balance into BAL. This is variable. Balance into BAL. From bank 41 where account number is equal to a number. This account number also column name only. Column name. If you cannot remember column names, open the database table and cross check once. See, account number, balance. These are the column names now, right? Account number and balance. Now, select balance into BAL from bank 41 where account number is equal to a number. Now, the data is available on the variable BAL. So, return BAL. You have to use return type now, right? Return function is a return type. Return BAL. Now this is return BAL. BAL is what now? Holding balance. Balance means what now? Number. From your database table, it is a number, no? Number. So here returning what data type you are returning now? Sir, I am returning number. Observe this or not now? You are returning what now? Sir, I am returning number. From where you are returning now? Give the variable name. I am returning from balance. BAL. So what is the variable type you taken now? Variable type taken as a number. This is a way of writing. So select balance from the database table and load it onto variable BAL, return BAL. So return BAL means BAL is what type now? Number. So return number as BAL, meaning is you are returning the number type from the variable BAL declared by the type number. That's a way of writing. Now this is your function. Now compile this function. Okay, right. If I write my spellings correctly, function will be created anyway. So commit. Always when you create a function or procedure, commit. So function is created here. Function is created. Function name is retrieve. RETRIEVE. Retrieve balance 41. Here I am taking only one parameter, a number. I am taking one parameter, a number. That parameter also in parameter. I am taking in parameter. Observe this, right? Now I had a query here. Select, balance, and so on. I had a query. This is query. Query. Now this account number anyway till matched here. For the query purpose, it will be coming here. This is function. This total available on your database. You know that already. All are under database. Okay. Now come for our program now here. Step 2. Step 2. Construct. So construct JDBC application. Construct JDBC application to execute function. JDBC application to execute function. Exit. Now open your Eclipse. Hmm, 1 minute. Now I'll go for JDBC application. Function. Right click. dbcon 12 anyway, right? We have to read the account number into Java application because based on account number we are going to retrieve it. So import java.util import java.sql. Always I am keeping this common. Now scanner yes is equal to new scanner of system dot in yes dot close. Now system dot out dot println enter the account number long. Account number is equal to yes dot next long. So you're practicing long dot parse long, no? Long dot parse long, you can write it. Right. After reading the account number, you have to create the connection and loading driver. Creating connection and loading driver. Right. So here, callable statement. You have to call the procedure now. Callable statement. See there. Not procedure, function. Callable statement. CS is equal to con dot prepare call. Here the syntax. The syntax. Here. Call. What is the function name now? RETRIEVE. Retrieve BALANCE. Balance one parameter. Yes or no? Right. So spelling you have to cross check correctly. RETRIEVE balance 41. Correct? No? Right. See there. Functions will return the value. Functions will return the value. So in our Java language, whenever it is a return type is there for us. Example, if any method is there like this, int x, comma, int y. If any method is there like this, we call the method ob dot add of 12 comma 13. We pass the parameter or not now. The method will return the value no equal to right no yes or no na int c. The method will return the value or not now. So whenever you want to call it, this is called method call no, right? So it is returning value no from RHS. It returns the value to LHS. Here also return type means here it will come and fall into one variable. The syntax. Here this method has to return the value to LHS now. Understood this point now? Here parameter here returned value. So how many parameter indexes are there now? 2 parameter indexes are there. Yes or no now? This is one parameter index. This is one parameter index. Now the result will come to the parameter index 1 or parameter index 2. The result will come to 1 or 2. The result will come to 1. So CS dot register out parameter to 1 because it is coming outside. No. Register out parameter to parameter index 1. What type of value are registering now? Sir, types dot balance is coming now. Balance will come in the form of float here. Types dot float. Understood this point, right? What about CS dot set set long for the parameter index 2, that is account number. For parameter index 2, I am setting the value. I am registering the data back onto the parameter index 1. That's the meaning. All of you got this, everyone? Right. Now execute it. CS dot execute. How it is compiled. If any disturbance comes, control will go to catch block. So con dot close. Now it is registered back to parameter index 1 now. From there you display it now. System dot out dot print ln. So display the account number. Account number you display it. And the balance, because you brought the balance, no, declare it. System dot out dot print ln balance. You brought the balance. So display the balance. Balance is available in the parameter index 1. So CS dot get float from parameter index 1. That's the concept. So let me run this, whether it is working or not. Account number 61234556. Coming now that return types will return how many value? Only single value, no? Yes or no? Na? So here program will come. Here program is dbcon12. dbcon12. And output. Now see the diagram and once. I'll complete the diagram there. Because wire return means yesterday the same flavor only, no, but only difference is registering back. How many of you typed all my programs? Raise your hands. My programs. Very good. How many of you not started practical? Some people will be there, but they are not raising hands. Right. Okay. No, sir. I'll do one day batting, sir. Right. Right. Okay. Now see there. If I entered wrong account number here, 3131, if I enter wrong account number, exception. Data, no data found. No data found. Right. Just. Right. Now see the diagram and here once. Anyway, function is ready. Here. We are reading one account number here. We are reading one account number here. Account number is equal to 61234556. Now we are having a syntax. This syntax. This syntax you have to paste in the notes so that you can understand the syntax of a function call. The syntax. See, I am writing colon equal to, observe this syntax. It is not equal to, colon equal to, the syntax there. Okay, right. Rule. Now, here one object is created. Anyway, one object is created. Zero x 222, one object created. So here two parameter indexes are there. Like this. Now two parameter indexes. One is 1 and other one is 2. This is 1 and this is 2. So in our program, I written two lines here, register out parameter and so on. This is register out parameter. Already you know, register out parameter float means saying that the data will be recorded here. What type of data is recorded now? Float. Float value recorded here. So the data is recording here. Now setting account number, we have to set it. We have to set this account number to 2. We are setting the account number. Of course, here 612 is there. I am writing 612. Now I'll execute it now. See there. Execute. Whenever I execute, what happened now? See there. This 6102 will be copied onto here. I'll give one number now. 1. I'll give it. Now the account number is compared here. Based on this account number, query is executed. Then the balance is taken. Then the balance is taken. The balance is taken and loaded onto here. And the balance is here for return type. Understood this point now? Now the return value will returns the value. Here it will come. Because of this pandemic, I became master in this paint brushing. Right. Now the 2 came, now the data came. Data will come and record here. You understood already. Got it now? It is this. Anyway, this address is here. Understood, I think, all of you. The data is coming back and recording. Okay, right. Once it is available here now, we can display. Once it is available, we can display that only. CS dot get float of 1. Got it now? Right. So this is function. Function will retrieve a single value actually. So procedures will have more flexibility than functions. Procedure has both, no, in parameter, out parameter. If you want to get single, you can get single also. If you want to get multiple, you can get multiple. So in real time, we give highest priority for procedures when compared to functions generally. Okay. Now, hope you understood the flow. I'll add this diagram in your notes. And immediately when the program completed assignment only, no, right, make it assignment. Above assignment, you're modifying and coming, no, this one, employee, right. Now, based on employee ID, display total salary, only total salary displayed, okay, right. Now, assignment, construct function. Construct function. So construct function to retrieve. The construct function to retrieve total salary of an employee. Total salary of an employee based on employee ID. Construct function to retrieve total salary of an employee based on employee ID. Only total salary, just practice function. Okay, right. So same based on employee class only, 3 programs, no? One for in parameter procedure, one is out parameter procedure, one is function. Practice these 3. Okay, right. Right. Now make FAQ. What is the advantage of procedures? Procedures are used to execute multiple queries. Procedures are used to execute multiple queries at a time on database product. Procedures are used to execute multiple queries at a time on database product and saves execution time. Saves the execution time. Saves the execution time. Saves execution time. Comma, and which generate high performance of an application. Procedures are used to execute multiple queries at a time on database product and saves the execution time, and which generate high performance of an application. Generally, without callable statement also, you can use prepared statements, you can use it actually. Using prepared statement, you can write it. Suppose if I take a procedure for 4 queries, example, roughly, I'm taking one procedure for 4 queries. I constructed one procedure which is having 4 queries. 4 queries are there. Okay, right. Now from my Java program, I'll call the procedure. I'm not calling the queries now. I'm calling the procedure. So for me, call only one. Right? Now this procedure available on the DB only, no? Already in the database only, no? Fastness will be very fast. So tables are here only. Procedure also here only. Procedures and tables both are in the database product only. So the procedure will run the queries. That's called at a time. At a time means once started, all at a time I'll run it. So what happened here now? From my Java program, control is going to database product only once. If the same program, if I write with prepared statement, example, for 4 queries, I must write 4 prepared statements. PS1, PS2, PS3, PS4, I must write it. 4 different queries, no, I must write 4 prepared statements, I must write. Here one compilation, one execution, one compilation, one execution, one compilation, one execution. So 4 times I must compile 4 prepared statements, 4 executions with values. So I'm connecting the database how many times now? For compilation 4 times, for execution 4 times. I'm interacting 8 times with the database product. Understand now? So execution time increases. It's a concept. Understood this point now? So procedures will play crucial role in the real time to save the execution time for the server developer. The concept. So procedures are popular. Understand? So procedures will support you to execute multiple queries at a time. Call the procedure. So procedure will go and run all and come out. So that load is on the DB, load is not on the server. So from our side, the time is saved for us. Because of this reason, procedures are playing a role to you. It's a concept. Understood everyone? Right. Okay. So assignment solution is pending. Okay, right. Now I'll scroll back once. Right. If we take JDBC API, if we take it, JDBC API means JDBC package, java.sql. We are concentrating on one package known as java.sql. In the process of learning this API, in the process of learning this package, somewhere the starting point must be there. For that purpose, java.sql.connection is the root of JDBC API. So connection is one interface. That connection interface holding many methods. Among this, we written how many methods now? 10 methods we listed in your material. Among this today, you know, create statement, you know, prepare statement, you know, prepare call, you know, close. Yes or no? Right. Now that prepare statement, create statement method will support you to create implementation of statement. Prepare statement method will support you to create implementation of prepared statement. Prepare call will support you to create implementation of callable statement. So how many JDBC statements are there for you? 3. What are they? Statement, prepared statement, and callable statement. Is there any link between these JDBC statements? Yes. Who is the parent of all these 3 and statement? Statement extended to prepared statement. Prepared statement extended to callable statement. Statement and prepared statement will support you to execute normal queries like create, insert, select, update, and delete. The same queries you can run with a statement, you can run with a prepared statement. Both will be supported. So which one is more advantageous now? Prepared statement. Why, sir? The query structure compiled first. Then we can execute that query structure any number of times so that the time will be saved for me and high performance generates. In real time, we take the support of a prepared statement. Because of this reason, we write the notes as statement will support you to execute queries without in parameters. And the prepared statement will support you to execute queries with in parameters. The meaning is creating structure, loading the value and running. That's called prepared statement. So these are the informations about your statement, prepared statement, and callable. All of it clear, right? Now, auto commit, get auto commit, save point, commit, rollback, release save point. They are all related to transaction management. Can I take a title now? Transaction management in JDBC. Make a title. Star mark IMP. Transaction management in JDBC. Transaction management in JDBC. Now you got eligibility for ORM tools with the callable statement. Means you can, if you want to learn Hibernate, you can learn it. Right? Core Java. I know variables, sir. I know methods, sir. I know blocks, sir. I know constructors, sir. Yes or no? I know, sir. I know package creation, sir. I know how to create Java projects, sir. I know interlinking of objects. I know inheritance, right? Through this, I know interface. I know abstract class. I know exception handle. For practice purpose, I know string, sir. I know wrapper class, sir. There's only topics now, right? Sir, I know core Java, sir. Right? Plus. From here, objects are coming, no? User defined class object will come, string object will come, wrapper class object will come. To hold that objects, we need one component from your language, that is array. But in Java, array cannot withstand. The reason, our data are runtime data. One query will be running, data will be coming out. If I want to search the number of trains from Secunderabad to Tirupati, date of journey is 5th February. We don't know how many trains will come. If I take the support of array, array cannot withstand. So in Java language, in applicative area, arrays are less used. Array is replaced with what now? Collection framework. Java collection framework. In core Java, you must know replacement of array, collection, collection replacement map. So who completed this? Who completed this? Today, I know JDBC. Understood this point now, right? Here, you must know about collection. You must know about map. Enough, not more than that. Now, JDBC, I know statement. I know prepared statement. I know callable statement. Now, you can go to Hibernate with JPA. You can go. Understood this point? Right. You are got eligibility. If anybody not completed this, wait it. This one. If anybody completed, you can start it. To start one Hibernate with JPA, servlet not needed. Understood this point now? Servlet not needed. Can go it. Now within 1 week, we are entering into servlet anyway. So when the servlet comes, core Java to servlet. Actually. From the servlet, you can go to Spring and web service. That's a link. Understood this point now, right? This is the link. If you know this JCF and JDBC, you can enter into Spring JDBC. There one module is there. That's the journeys. So today officially got eligibility for Hibernate with JPA, Java Persistent API. If anybody is having a plan, you can start it. Hibernate is not part of your NASCOM batches. In that combo pack what they given, Hibernate not available. Right? Again, don't go and ask management, they'll scold me only again. Right? So in your NASCOM phases, Hibernate not available because in future skills, Hibernate will not be there. At present, Hibernate is there. In future, it will not be there. The reason, all Java engineers are converting into Spring and Hibernate. Sorry, Spring and web services. They're converting. So in the future, all engineers will be Spring flavored engineers. So if I ask Spring flavored engineers to work on Hibernate, they will not work it. They work with the Spring JDBC. They had a module. So in the future, I can find all engineers on this concept. Spring JDBC, because Hibernate slowly in the future will go. No, sir, immediately my resume should be shortlisted. Means update your resume with core, advanced and Hibernate, call will come. Understood? Right. That is one option. Right. Why means it's my duty to say that. So you have got eligibility for Hibernate. After 1 week, you are entering into Servlet. From there, by February 10th or February 15th, you will get eligibility for Spring and web service. That's the plan I made it. Right? By February 10th onwards, any batch starts with Spring, I'll make you eligible there. That's right. Now I made you eligibility for ORM tool, Object Relation Mapping tool. Many are there. Among that example is Hibernate. Got it right? Okay. Now go for remaining all closing parts now. Transaction management, connection pooling, sorry, I only forget it. Batch processing, row set, and already pending is there, no? Type 1, type 2, type 3 driver nodes is pending, no? That nodes will come, and streams with JDBC, some discussion will be there. So there are 4 or 5 topics are in my hand. Okay, right? Make it. Transaction management, define transaction. Define transaction. Transaction is a set of statements. Transaction is a set of statements executed on a resource or resources. Transaction is a set of statements executed on a resource or resources using ACID properties. Using ACID properties. Transaction is a set of statements executed on a resource or resources using ACID properties. What is this ACID? Anybody can say what A stands for, abbreviation? A stands for atomicity. Make it. C stands for consistency. I stands for isolation. Isolation. D stands for durability. Atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. The term is very popular for database actually. ACID properties. Your database trainer will give a notes to you. Atomicity, consistency, isolation, and durability. Sir, what is this atomicity? Make it. I'll write one point under each. So this transaction management concept and related methods I will give from JDBC, but in the real time we are applying with Spring actually. Spring transaction management is there. Spring transaction management is there. Hibernate transaction management is there for you. For these two people, I must provide the awareness. I am the base for both. JDBC trainer. I am a base. So the concepts are with me actually. The basic fundamental pillars are with me. Even core Java pillars are with me only. Means with us, core Java trainers. These pillars, they're all. So even this concept also with us. This concept also with us only. From here, one more concept I am taking it as transaction management. I am providing awareness on transaction management in JDBC. Carry forward the transaction management concept to next level. You have to carry forward, right? Okay. Hope before that you are going to complete your oracles. You have to. You must not ask me, Sir Venkatesh, sir, do you know Oracle? You must not ask it because Java developer by default knows two databases. You must know two databases by default. One is Oracle and one more your choice. Understood this point? Everybody should know C language. Why? Of course, when you come to Java, we said no need of C language. Why means C is the fundamental. So fundamental. The same way for databases, fundamental is Oracle. You take any Java developer, they know Oracle. Even I also know Oracle. Because by default, I'm a Java flavor now. Java flavored engineer, you take it. By default, he knows one database. Even I know HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and Angular because I am a Java developer. By default, it is. Understood this point? Default. It's a default. By default, it should be updated in your resume. Java developer means it should be updated. No other choice. It's a default because your management is showing 3 batches parallel. Go to Oracle, go to HTML, CSS, JavaScript, go to core Java. Because minimum, market is expecting minimum. You are a Java developer means minimum you must know UI technology. Minimum you must know databases. Hope before going to the Spring and any other ORM tool, hope you are completing your Oracle completely. Hope you are completing your UI technology with Angular completely. Hope I'm expecting. With Angular. You have to complete with Angular. Right? So HTML, CSS, JavaScript batch already running. Many batches will come. Angular very rare will come. You have to pick it. So hope I'm expecting before going there, hope I'm expecting all to complete these components. Oracle should be completed to 100%. And find yourself to complete your HTML, CSS, JavaScript. JavaScript is a pre-requirement for Angular. Everybody knows. Right? You complete that Angular. So update in your resume. I know UI technologies. I know databases. I know Javas and so on. Right? Like this. So here, this concept belongs to DB. Right? Make it atomicity. Right? I'm writing developer view. I'm writing first. The process of completing all the sub transactions, the process of completing all the sub transactions and performing commit operation, the process of completing all the sub transactions and performing commit operation is known as atomicity. So I am also going to write one program based on this atomicity now. How means see there. For me, one database table is there. Always I'll take this. Always. Why commit ending? Right. Select star from bank 41. Suppose I had only one customer here. Okay, right. I'll insert one more record. Insert into bank 41 values. I'll take some account number now. 313131. I'll take always this one. Person RAM here. Having the balance 500 with him. And savings account. Record. So 2 records are available. Imagine it. Okay, right. Whatever the insert operation or any other operation, if you perform with SQL command line, you must use commit. This is the table. I had one table. It's the table. This is a table I had. So customer name and some roughly. Records. It's a table. Bank 41. Now I want to do one transaction. Transaction is transfer amount 3000 from account number 612345 to account number 313131. Means you are transferring the amount from Raj account to your Ram account. Some 3000 you are transferring. That is known as a transaction. Right? In this transaction, 2 sub transactions are there. two sub transactions are there. One sub transaction one is nothing but subtract, means you have to subtract 3000 from the balance, means subtract 3000 from account 612346. Subtract 3000 rupees from account number 612346. One more sub transaction 2 here, two sub transactions. What is the other one now? Add 3000 to account number 313131. That is sub transaction 1. This is sub transaction 2. Yes or no? Transaction successful. Transaction successful means what? Means what? Sir, transaction successful means sub transaction 1 successful, sub transaction 2 successful. Then only transaction successful. Yes or no? You must take the 3000 from one account and you add there. You took the 3000 from account 1, you not added there. Transaction fail, no? I not took the data, sorry, not took the amount from the one account, but I added the amount there. Transaction fail, no? So your transaction successful means both should be completed. Transaction successful means sub transaction 1 is successful and sub transaction 2 is successful, both. Both are successful. Then only you must say transaction successful. If anything is failed, transaction failed. All have understood this statement now, right? Here atomicity means what? Atomicity means once you took the amount from here, right? You must add there. After that only commit. After that only commit means final. Make the changes in the database product. When you want to make a changes in the database product, if I successfully took the amount from account 1, if I successfully added the amount to the account 2, then only transaction successful. Then only you can say that transaction is successful. If anything is failed here, transaction failed. Understand? So based on that theory, I am writing. Right. Understood this point? So have I written now? The process of. So I written this point in the point of developer view. So as a developer, I must check transaction 1 is successful or not. Transaction 2 is successful or not. I have to check it. So that all I written here. The process of completing all the sub transactions, completing all the sub transactions successfully, add one term, and then perform commit operation, and then the process of completing all the sub transaction and performing commit operation is known as atomicity. Atomicity means nothing will be missed from there. An example, if you take any database textbook, you take it, they will write one point to you. The point is nothing but, example, you go to one ATM center and put your card and withdraw the amount. amount not dispatched, mini statement came, message came to your mobile number, your amount has been detected or it has been taken from your account. One slip also will come, but amount did not came. So what happened here? Transaction failed. No, cash did not there. No, right? You can take that slip and you can take that reference code and go to the bank. Of course, today auto debiting is that a different issue. You can take that reference code and go to one bank and you can raise one token there. Means you can raise one complaint there. They will trace it. Means what? At any cost, the cash will come out. The cash will come out. Means here Aadhar said very clearly, atomicity means at any cost, the transaction is completed. At any cost, the transaction is completed. Here completed, the other intention is nothing but if any failure occurs, the cash will come back or the cash will go forward. Suppose I transferred the amount from A to B. Some environment has been failed. Don't worry. The cash will come back to your own account or the cash will go to your beneficiary account. But nowhere the cash will be missed. That's called atomicity. Atomicity means completing the transaction to one defined state. Completing the transaction to one defined state. Maybe coming back or going forward at any cost is known as atomicity. As a code writer, you people, as a code writer, if anybody believes Java language and performing transactions, you must take care. How you will take care now? Sir, I will see how many sub transactions are there. Until all the sub transactions are completed, I will not perform commit operation. I will not perform commit operation. After checking all the sub transactions completed to 100% or not, then I'll go for the commit operation. That is known as atomicity. That I written the developer point here. The process of completing all the sub transactions successfully and performing commit operation is known as atomicity according to developer theory. Now, what is this consistency, sir? Second one. What is this consistency? Consistency, I'll be speaking in the multi-threading chapter generally to the student normally. Consistency means like this. General English meaning of consistency is same. Yes or no? Consistency means player performing consistently. Means same performance given. Consistency means same actually. Now, example, the best example always I'll speak it. Book my show. You take your book my show here. So many seats will be there for selection. At present, I had only 3 seats for one movie, one theater, one timing. I had 3 seats like this. H12, H13, H14. 3 seats are available now. User 1 and one more user is there. User 2. User 1 also want 3 seats. I want 3. I want 3 seats. User 1 said. User 2 also saying that I want 3 seats. Both are looking into same seats now. One from Amirpet, one from Secunderabad, I think. Both are looking into same seats. Now our application must be correct unless they will fight in the theater. So if there is a choice of giving booking to both persons. Now what you have to do now? See there. Now because of its request time, user 1 got the access. Now user 1 blocked the seats. Understood this point now, right? After blocking these seats now, milliseconds only, he blocks the seats and go for payment. He'll go for payment. Understood, right? Now our application must give a guarantee to the user. Once you blocked the resources, they are available to you until your transaction is completed. That is called consistency. Go and pay and come. They are available to you. Understood this point? My application, I am giving a guarantee to you. Once you selected the resources, you selected three, no? State of resources, 3. They are available to you until the transaction is completed. Go and come. Right? If I cannot provide consistency, now user 2 also will see this. If I don't provide my consistency, user 2 also will see these seats and he also starts booking the seats. And he also will go for payment. Both will book and come or not now? Understood this point now, right? So that is not happening now. So consistency means the resources which are selected for the transaction remains same until the transaction is completed. Make a statement. The resources which are selected for transaction will remain same until the transaction is completed. Until the transaction is completed is known as consistency. Is known as consistency. Book My Show, TSRTC, APSRTC, ticket booking is there now. Selecting the seats and going for the payment. Their consistency is very high. Locking and providing the resources same to the user until the transaction completed. If the consistency fails, the transaction fails, the users will get the same tickets. Now, isolation. Actually, isolation means independent or separate generally. Now, this user 1 and user 2, if you see that, to provide consistency, we have to run multiple users independently, known as isolation. You have to run it. So user 1 don't know user 2 is there. User 2 don't know user 1 is there. You are running independently. So if we can make that users to run independently, then only conflict will not come. That is known as isolation. Whether you are making your users to run independently or not is known as isolation. Make it. In the process of providing consistency, we have to execute users. We have to run. If not, we have to execute users independently. Is known as isolation. running independently. You have to run the users independently, or you have to give the execution process to the users independently. Simply you can say we have to execute users independently, means they are separate. When you go for ATM center, you are withdrawing one cash only. You don't know how many users are withdrawing the amount parallelly in the city. We don't know. 50,000 users can withdraw at a time minimum mainframe machine. If you take one mainframe architecture, 50,000 of users. If you connect one mainframe server in the background, 50,000 clients you can keep it. ATM machines you can connect to one ATM, one mainframe server you can connect it. 50,000 ATM centers you can keep it connected to that server. We can say 1, 2, 3 all at a time. Insert the card and remove it. All will get the cash at a time. That is the power of your mainframe machine. So minimum 50,000, maximum not calculated. We are in 2022 now. It is answering back again minimum 50,000 users. You take your telecom department at telecom. For second, we don't know how many people are interacting with Airtel server. Somebody will be typing now how much amount is there, how much cash is there, you are interacting or not now. So all are getting the messages at a time now. So that is nothing but all are running independently. That's called isolation. No user knows there are other user running parallelly. That is known as isolation. Right. Durability. Durability means storing and making it available to you. Make it when transaction is committed. When the transaction is committed, then it is stored and available. When transaction is committed, then it is stored and available permanently. Available permanently is known as durability. Once it is committed, the transaction history is available to you permanently. That's the meaning. So when you are committing now, when all the sub transactions are successful, then you are committing. Once you committed, the transaction history is recorded. Once committed, that's called durability. The durability depending upon your application changes. Book my show, durability, until the user watches the movie. Right? PNR number, durability, until you make a journey. Understood now? Whenever you take one LIC policy, maybe it is a 100 years policy. The durability is 100 years. So durability changes. So durability means storing and making it available to you permanently is known as durability. So durability is linked to commit operation. Once the commit is successful, when this commit is successful means sub transactions are successful. If sub transactions are successful, transaction is successful. When the transaction is successful, commit operation is successful. When the commit operation is successful, durability, it is recorded permanently. That's a link. In between, we must make the resources available to him, means available to him, same until the transaction is completed, and you have to make the user run independently. So we have to use these 4 properties while designing the transaction. Is known as a transaction management. It's a theory. So transaction means running some set of statements, maybe a single resource or multiple resources. Here resources means what you are going to use it. Maybe databases, maybe tables, maybe any other memories, intermediate memories, what you are using, you can call it as resources. Not a single statement. There are some group of statements available. All these group of statements running on a resource or resources using these properties, we call it as transaction. It's a theory. Understood this right? Now, Define transaction management. Now comes the definition. Define transaction management. Right. So this one I'll do tomorrow now. This one definition there. Now I drawn one diagram now here. This one. I'm transferring the amount. This one I'm going to do it. Now I'm going to transfer the amount from account 6123456 313131. By program I will type it. Through that program I'll educate it where to use commit. Here I written methods no. Where to use set auto commit, get auto commit, save point, commit, rollback, release save point. These are the methods. These methods all are related to transaction management. Tomorrow, definition of transaction management, methods used in transaction management. Then using these methods, we are constructing one program to transfer the data from one account to another account. That's for tomorrow's class. Take a break. Thank you very much for today.